The problem is if we take everything you own, everything, it's not even close to cover what it's going to be if you go under.
Sure. They're like, I don't know, we don't have to say this, dude, but you're not a good person to invest in.
I remember him saying, he's like, this is a great business plan. I like you. I want it to work. Like he was really meeting me at such a sensitive way that he could have just said, I'm sorry. But he was like, you're not even close. You need a personal guarantor that is going to be able to sign off, that has this substantial value, that has this money that could cover it. So then I start calling people. I'm just calling calls. I mean, probably for a month and a half, I'm just on the phone multiple times a day. Hey, here's my business plan. I want to bring kids together and adults alike. I want to have a place where the family can grow and physically be fit. You know what I mean? That they can come and experience this together and not just have it be an individualized thing like it was for me, but to have it full encompassing where families can go and they can grow and they can get healthy and just make it a way of life. You know what I mean? And so I'd be on a roll and I'd have people that are like, hey, listen, I got to stop you right there. I love your passion, but I'm out. Like this is not for me. You know what I mean? And so it was really depressing after a while. And I almost was like, all right, this is just not meant for me. You know what I mean? This is God saying, hey, sorry, buddy. It's time to face the facts. You know what I mean? And then somebody I'd called, a lawyer, called me back. He said, hey, listen, I know a guy. And he reminds me exactly like you. You guys talk similar. You just got to talk to him. Here's his number. Give him a call. I call this guy. I talk to him. I'm giving him the breakdown, and I'm passionate about it. I'm like, I know I can make this work. I know I can do it. I really believe in it. And he goes, Spencer, I'm going to stop you right there. I was like, great. Just lost another one. And he said, I love it. Why don't you bring your wife up? And I've got a couple businesses, and I want you to come and check them out and we'll talk. So we go do that. And he's got, obviously he said, all right, how can I be a part of this? What do you need from me? And what is it going to look like? And I was like, here's where I'm going to lose him. I said, listen, I can't thank you enough for this meeting, but I know I have a vision and a dream of what I want. And I'm afraid to add somebody into that. So it's important that I'm the sole owner of this gym so that I can pursue this vision and this dream. And because I'm worried about what a partnership would do. And I had looked in and spoken with several businesses that have had partnerships that just did not go well. And I didn't want somebody that was good at making money that knew nothing about the industry to come in and have a say in it. And he said, and so I was ready to wrap it up. And so in fact, I went to shake his hand. He said, you know what? I had somebody believe in me when I started, and I've been waiting to pay it forward. So he said, I'm happy to do that for you guys. And I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Insane. So he comes down to the bank, writes his name on this paper saying, if he goes under, this guy I just met said, if he goes under, I'll cover the cost of that.
That's wild.
Wild.
So at this point, you have to think there's someone looking out for you somewhere, right? Like, who did I save from a burning building that's actually got like a little fairy on your shoulder? That's wild though. Like, how close were you to being like, this is over before you had that meeting with him? Because it seems like you were like, okay, I've exhausted all the effort I could possibly do to try to find financing or a partnership or some co-signer for this loan, some way to do this. Like, how close are you to giving up at that point?
I mean, man, it felt close. It felt close. I don't know. I don't know how far I would have pursued it, but I know for my family's sake, I was running out of time. You know what I mean? It was, you can only have unemployment for so long. And then as soon as that was done, we had no savings. I mean, we had probably $1,000 to our name. And because we had been sacrificing that for this business that we thought we were going to own and run, right? So I was invested in that. And I was close to having, it wouldn't have been a choice of mine. It would have been a choice of our family. What's the right thing to do at that point? And I was right at the tail end of that. So yeah, I mean, that phone call came at just the right minute.
That's insane.